All right, we're here to do some Team Yankee. Here's a nice Hungarian list. Being used by Brett, painted by Scott. So this is
Owned by Brett.
yeah, well, owned by Brett. So we're playing 75 points. It's got 2 units of 5 T-72s, T-72 Battalion HQ, the small BMP-2 infantry with the attached SA-14s, and the Hungarian air shell Heinz, and some 2 Shilkas. So this comes up to 73 points, I believe. Facing this,
74.
74. So facing this is Tristan's U.S. force. So he's been playing this a couple of times. Look fantastic. Again, painted by Scott.
Owned by Tristan.
Owned by Tristan. He's like the, yeah. So he's got Tank HQ. It's Texas National Guard. So hence the symbology everywhere. He has A-10s with the Afras on him, but he's not using them. So he's got 2 units of M1s, M1 HQ Commander, some VADs, and a mech platoon, and 2 Cobras. And you guys are rolling...
We rolled...
no retreat, I believe, right?
No retreat, so we're playing lengthwise.
Okay.
You want to do blind for attack defend? So you can choose. Do you want to be attacker or defender? Go even odd. So if you want to attack, even number on a die.
So they're going to figure that out.
Odd, and we reveal at the same time.
It's Brett's basically first game, but I'm going to help him out. So we will come back at deployment.
Okay, so
We are now deployed, and by we I mean Brett and Tristan, but I'm going to help Brett out. So Tristan is defending. These 40k markers are about 2 inches around, so these are the 3 minefields that the defender gets per 25 points.
I actually do have 4-inch rings, because they should be 2 inches from center, so these are way undersized.
Oh yeah, then put the big ones out there.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull these off. But those are the 3 minefields.
Yeah, so you got deep reserves, so you've got your mech is there, your M1s are in ambush, and your HQ tank is right here. And Brett has deployed the bulk of his forces for a mass spearhead maneuver. Well, sorry, not to use the term spearhead because it doesn't have any actual recon, but he's just going to go straight for the jugular, drive down this way.
We might as well go over what you guys were discussing tactically, why he's deployed like this.
Yeah, so because there's minefields in the middle, there's no point in splitting your forces and trying to take 2 objectives when the Russian idea is put everything on one objective and success or failure hinges on that. So the idea is with cross-country dash, you get to about this spot here. Now, yes, he's going to be able to ambush, but he does have the Hinds that are there that can sacrificially park right here and deny a whole bunch of visibility to everybody. I mean, heck, they could probably take this out if their missiles hit.
So yeah, helicopters, loitering helicopters for a first turn attacker are a great ambush denial unit because you can drop them anywhere.
Yep.
And
especially because he doesn't have his
double.
VADs on yet. Because
if I had VADs sitting here, it'd be a very different thing, but I don't.
I would still put them here because your VADs get to shoot after your ambush. So you'd have to either delay your ambush for a turn, which is great for the Soviets, or you waste your shots on them. So
he's also
that's
not bringing his tanks out if he's bringing his VADs out.
Well, no, I mean if he had deployed his VADs instead of them. But then if that's the case,
It'd be
the
a whole
BMPs
different scenario.
would have driven up and just cannoned the heck out of those
I
guys.
had to pick one objective to park
Infantry
on just to hold it, and you guys are working around that. You're basically going to try and keep.
Well, and your minefields,
Go for the other one.
So that's deployment, and we're going to do turn 1. So that is that.
Well, why don't you guys play a game now?
No.
Thanks for teaching me how to play this really easy game.
So turn 1, the AA couldn't. They hit the spicy Hungarian Heinz, but he made his saves. The Heinz couldn't hit the HQ commander that was out here. The M1s. So again, the reason why they're deployed here is to force the ambush to deploy back here, which he did. Drove up to behind this wall, and only killed 2.
Got 5 hits. He just made armor saves.
Well, that's the way she goes sometimes.
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8 hits.
It was still, you both so far have been doing everything correctly, in my opinion.
Yep.
You didn't move out of your foxholes to try and shoot at them. They moved up so they couldn't shoot their missiles, but they will next turn.
6 out of 8 hits, and then he made 4 out of 6 saves.
It happens. So on to turn 2.
Turn 2, right?
So yeah, halfway through turn 2,
No reserves.
he enacted the Horseshoe of Doom.
I rolled well to hit.
Yeah.
I hit 6 out of 8.
Yeah,
he
he only killed
saved
2.
4 out of 6 saves.
Yeah, so
Five and
so
six.
the M1 ambush only killed 2, and then
Died.
yeah, but
Well,
it did take quite a lot of hits.
2 units of tanks, a unit of BMPs fired
Yeah,
at
the
it.
BMPs fired the missiles. They were actually able to roll
Killed
their
the last
5+ blitz skill save to get to the wall
Yeah.
and shoot across this gap. Yeah, it's
for
actually
5.
still right there. That's the one there.
That was a good
And
move.
the helos moved outside of 20-inch range so that they wouldn't get 50 cal'd from them, and they were able to pop that.
The HQ that's hiding behind there.
Yeah, so now it's Tristan's turn 2. He needs some reserves.
I don't need to do a formation check because these are
Because they're
a
core.
company.
They're not
unit.
divisional.
They're not divisional.
Yeah.
So I have 2 dice now, looking for 5s
Yeah.
for reserves, and I get 2 units.
I'm going to put on my prognosticator's hat and say the Cobras are going to come on.
I think the Cobras and
The Cobras are going to try to blitz on.
I think
Tanks?
the Cobras and the tanks are going to have to come on.
Actually, the Cobras can only... They can't move and shoot their missiles, though. But they're going to
They
shoot.
can blitz and then they can actually shoot their missiles because they don't count.
That's only if they blitz. If they don't blitz,
They
put
come
them
on
near
board.
this. Yeah, but put them on here.
And just go with my Vulcan
and
cannons.
Vulcan, yeah. Yeah.
Take down the helicopters with Vulcans.
Cool. So
We'll see.
we'll see at the end of turn
So-
2.
In front of me, use them to try and light me up, and then maneuver the other unit to contest.
So it's a
Yeah,
helicopter
right first,
fest. We've got the
Vulcan Gatling guns are useless against Heinz.
Well, so here's what ended up happening. He failed to blitz, so moved his. So he only got 3 shots each with the Gatlings on these guys. He hit 5 times, and then Brett was jammy and rolled all saves. Yeah,
I rolled 4 saves.
well, 4 saves. Oh, and you couldn't
Failed one, and then I
firepower.
failed my firepower on the
Yeah.
one hit that
And
went
then
through.
they got hit by.
Then these guys drove up,
got 3 hits total.
got 3 hits total, made his saves,
Yeah.
or no, he made all but one
Combination of
save,
saves being
and
made
firepower.
And failed firepower rolls means nothing
Yeah.
happened.
And then these guys drove up, and we're gonna try and kill the. There was a platoon of 3 left, and then a platoon of 5. He elected to split his fire, so 2 tanks, so 4 shots on one platoon, and through armor saves
Hoping
and
to
such.
just bail or destroy 2
Yeah,
out of 3.
to force a test on one and to start whirling on the other one, and he didn't force a test on the other one. So
I wouldn't have even killed the whole single unit of 3.
yeah,
Because I didn't even get enough hits.
But
I
at
still wouldn't have
least-
been forcing a test.
at least it means next turn you'd for sure get something, and he still isn't contesting this because he still has to blaze through all
I
that.
still gotta move forward.
So onwards to turn 3.
Texas National Guard.
Air kill.
So in a feat of improbability, the Shilkas moved up, couldn't kill the Cobras. The tanks bailed out 2 M1s.
I actually have to do a morale test for that unit.
Yep. What ended up killing the Cobras were +1 hitting guided tow missiles at range 42
BMP2s, right?
from the BMP2s.
Shot them both down.
Shot them both down, and then these guys missed completely shooting at the rear end of the M1s.
1-1.
And then, because they're within 4 inches here, passed their 5+ to shoot and scoot into loiter because his VADs are coming
Now
on
my
for
bats
sure.
come on automatically.
Yeah.
They were going to roll on here.
And then I got nothing left.
No target.
All right,
Morale-
rolled
morale test
morale
for,
because if they pass, they pretty much remount automatically.
Yep. they passed.
Nice. All right, so
Well,
that's
they remount on a 2+, so I do that on my turn.
yeah. But this is turn 3, so now you get your 3 things of reserves.
I get 3 dice, so a minimum of 1 unit. I only have the 1 unit, which is VADS.
Oh, you only got 1 left?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
so there's
got
no
8
point in
VADs
rolling.
left,
All right,
VADs
so
will
we'll
be
catch
coming
at the end of turn 3. So turn 3, not too much happened.
Well, you saw the middle of turn 3 with that.
Yeah, we saw the middle of the turn 3 where the Heinz blitzed off
Only thing for me was the infantry failed the blitz move.
to
I was
try and
hoping to
law
move
them.
And law and dragons can't move and shoot either, so they
Yeah.
just stayed put.
Your VADs had no
Vads came
targets.
on, no targets, no range, so I'm kind of keeping them concealed. These guys dashed
transport.
around like this.
Yeah,
Another unit contests. And the Abrams fell back.
yeah.
I did split fire again. 4 shots into the 1 platoon, killed the last 2, finally. And then 1 shot into that unit and killed 1.
So it's finally starting to work.
Well, sort of.
Turn 4.
Turn 4. He's got.
While Tristan's starting his turn 4,
He remounts.
the helicopters came in right here, declared to shoot here, and even with concealment from this building, still ate like 16 shots.
Yeah, I hit 16 times with
Failed
the VADS,
once.
but he passed every single save, or I failed firepower, so I only killed 1.
And then these guys, this one here was bailed out just now.
Yeah. So
because
two
the tanks,
self-defense.
so, to be fair, his tanks went out here and
These
tried
could
to
have
shoot
also
the
fired
Vads.
50 cals in defense.
Yeah, so these guys tried to kill the Vads, only kill one, knowing that his helicopters would come back into loiter.
Why would it shoot? Oh,
Killed, only bailed out one, and he remounted. And so he had to put the helos here, and yeah, they just got vaporized.
What's the sidearm on
barely.
these?
8. Side armor was 8. Oh yeah, and the Shilkas were supposed to
Yeah, they're
make a
both bombed.
cross check to
Light
cross
up the
this
Vulcan.
to light up these,
The Vads,
but they
yeah.
failed both cross checks. If they'd passed, they'd be in this little courtyard, and
the
they would have been
Vulcans
just
be
within
dead,
range, and the
the
Vulcans would
helicopters
probably be dead,
alive.
yeah, or at least all bailed out. Yeah. Ah well, that's the break. So continuing on to turn 4.
So wood, Dennis. So that would actually give me 4.
So the end of turn 4.
Good turn for the U.S.
Yes.
The last two have been good.
So the U.S. Killed and like triple bailed that one Shilka, but he still passed his test and didn't run away. And over yonder, the M1s shot and reduced. So this guy here is the commander, battalion commander, and there's one guy left here. He joined the commander to the unit, not to make it too model strong, but to give him the +1 for the morale test, which he passed. So if he had failed it, it would be pretty much game. But as the attacker, I mean, he's not likely to
I think it is.
get into this. I think it is game
really.
2.
I mean, you can keep playing.
It's going to be a minor victory.
It's going to be a minor victory for Tristan because he's the defender, I believe.
So I've lost 2 teams,
Yeah.
so I can't get a major victory. I can get a minor victory.
and that's just because I didn't get the objective.
Yes.
Yeah. You have 2 turns to get it, basically, right now. You have this turn.
His helos could still come in.
No, you
No, they're
have
dead.
you have this turn.
Oh yeah, no, the
You
helos.
killed him.
Yeah, that's right. the
No,
helos are dead.
I'm.
Because the
I
start
feel
of
like
your
it's
next
done.
turn.
Yeah, that may as well be it. So you
wanna
guys gonna call it?
Wanna call it? I'm okay with it. It's almost 2 o'clock anyways.
I mean, if I if I
10 to
roll
2.
2 shots and kill 2 tanks, you got to check, right? But I
Only
still
for
can't
that,
get the
only
objective.
for that team, they're still a core unit.
They're still
so
happy.
Yeah, I don't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should have pushed the infantry on his infantry or something.
No, they would have killed you.
Probably.
Why?
Well, the
'Cause-
BMPs roll up with the main guns and miss.
And then the BMPs would be
Miss.
dead from
They'd
all the
miss.
laws.
Yeah, and then the next
Yeah.
turn they'd be dead. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I
no.
would have kept my 50 cal transports hidden back here until you got
Yeah.
closer. Then come
What's
out
probably
fire support.
another strategy that could have possibly worked is doing a salvo from the helicopters on them just to pin them and then roll up.
No, because then because their firepower is so crappy.
Just have to pin them though.
Your core tactic.
But the pinning,
Sorry, core
but the pinning doesn't do
strategy.
anything.
Your core
Well,
strategy
it lowers his rate of
was
fire, it reduces his
spearhead
hit.
that objective was your core strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you say, well, the helicopters come over here, and now you're doing a 2-prong
Yeah.
attack, and you'd be splitting my forces and splitting
Yeah.
your forces to a certain extent.
I mean, it worked out the way it's supposed to be. It's can you flood this objective before his reserves came on? You got really close. You got him.
Bottom of 3, I was. Good.
Yeah, when he had the 2 bailed out tanks, and first of all, you didn't kill them,
I was
and
never really near the objective though.
no, but had you killed them, the next turn you would have, and you would have gotten it.
Yes.
So you were basically that one morale
True.
test away.
Yeah, and it came down to
This-
Heinz
this-
rolled 2 1s to hit them that turn.
This unit passing the morale to stay on the board when you had 2 out of 3 bails.
Yeah.
You didn't even need to
That was
kill
clutch.
them just
No, I know.
passing.
Well, not
that,
only that, but the
which is
Heinz
only
shot
a 4
at them.
plus. Like only a 50-50
The
shot.
Heinz shot at them and missed.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah, your
1-1s.
Heinz. You know what? All the helicopters really didn't do very much in
No, the
terms of
Heinz,
hitting.
I like
These
the
Heinz
Heinz.
were good.
They killed a couple tanks. I think
Yeah.
they killed him, but
Yeah, the Heinz killed my HQ.
Right off the bat.
My
and they
Cobras
might
came
have even
in
killed one of these
and
ones
did
too. I
nothing.
don't remember.
They fired a whack at his Heinz. He passed all his armor saves, or I failed my fire powers. They did nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got shot down. That's literally all my Cobras did.
And this is unfortunate here too. I mean,
Them
Because- no,
stalling means I could VAD them.
yeah,
down.
and because these guys were dead, otherwise, I would have actually moved the tanks back and had the
BMPs
the tow missiles try to blow up these
Well, that's why I
two
was like,
here.
"There's no harm lifting gun to ground, firing my 3 dragons."
No.
Yeah,
Might
because
as
these
well.
dragons took out all that in the middle there.
No, I mean, it feels like from a battle perspective, not a game perspective, but these guys would be retreating at this point, right? Like,
Yeah, the infantry would be like, "Get back in your transport."
That's why I don't understand the whole formation morale where it's like, oh, you just have to have 1 unit left. I think that's a little extreme, but that's just me.
yeah.
Well, in this game, I still have 2, which is the best I've ever been. Usually I only have 1. But I'm thinking cutting the VADs down to a unit of 2, because they still have 7 dice each. So if I cut them down to just 2, and then run,
one dead, and then you're checking, right?
that's
That's
the other
true,
thing. It's
yeah.
like they
You can always
they're
split them,
survivable.
leave 2 in the back,
Yep.
move 2 up,
No,
Yeah,
he's
you
thinking
never-
of
still
trading
never
2 for
checking.
2 ITVs though.
Yeah, but and the ITVs are a formation platoon, so they're better off for me having extra. But
And
I think
and that
you're
would
right.
give you an
But
even
think
number of
how
platoons.
many
too.
turns you
Survivable.
shot at the helicopters? They made the difference. Although it was in the 7.62 that ended up killing them. But
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the AA 762.
but I mean that those 21
No,
shots.
I'm
or
gonna
whatever
actually. You
is
know what?
ridiculous.
The more that we think about it, I committed to running at least 5 games with the same list, so I need 2 more with this list before I change anything. That way, I just know what things can do in different scenarios.
But it'd be nice if you had an extra unit because it made a difference at the start. You had what 2 units?
2
on
units.
That's
board?
my problem. I only have 5.
And for you, because you're running Hungarians, more than likely when Volksarmee comes out and or Red Thunder, you should probably run that. It's more characterful.
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
So your T-72s, just so you know, your T-72s would gain a point of skill, would definitely lose courage, and they lose a point of front armor. But then they're cheap as hell.
Hungarian?
Well, as these German rules.
Yeah. A front armor.
Yeah, front
I
armor.
like that. 16 is not high.
Yeah, but guess how many 10 cost?
I don't know. How many?
Like, not even 20
I
points.
don't even know how many of these.
Not even 20 points.
Where's the list?
It's 47 points.
Are your Soviets becoming Volksarmy? Are they not?
No, I was gonna when I was gonna keep all my wheeled stuff. I mean, I'll probably still get Volksarmy the book just so I can run something different.
Okay, because
Right.
I thought that's what you were going to be doing.
I was when I still had my BRDMs, my T55s, and my
You got all
BTRs.
your BRDMs and everything.
Kevin, they're gonna be
did
Iraqi
that switch.
Republican Guard.
It is.
Right, so he's going to use the Volksarmy.
He's
for
gonna,
this?
yeah,
He's
initially,
using Iraqis
yeah,
for now? That's
yeah, until Red Thunder comes out. Because when Red Thunder comes out, then the plastic BTRs come
You
out,
guys
so he'll
wanna
only need
play?
another one.
I'm gonna have to.
It's
go.
like 2 o'clock. Yeah,
I know.
no, that's fine. I'm glad we actually took our time and we weren't
That's why
rushed
it's
for
perfect
once.
for me to come over. When you were
Yeah,
like
it's
11 to
funny.
2,
Anyways,
I was
thanks
like,
for the game,
that's
boys.
perfect. Got people coming over at 3